Aquarius, welcome to your monthly reading for June. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. Aquarius, for the monthlies, we pull out 3 cards for career and finances, 3 cards for general overall energy, and 3 cards for love and romance. Then we pull out a bunch of oracles and we do a deep dive into your love at the very, very end. Okay, Aquarius? So let's see what, whoa. Oh my God. You got 3 major arcana out of 5 right now. Wow. The Empress, the Justice card, and Temperance card. Can I just get 1, please? Why do you have so many? I just need 1. Wow, your energies. Did you see that? I just want 1 for general themes, please. Page of Wands, and then 3 for love and romance. Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, another major arcana. Page of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you can expect some big changes happening this month for you. Okay. I would not be surprised if this month is a pivotal month in you beginning a new chapter in your life. Okay. Some of you may be part of the LGBT. I don't know. If you are, I don't care. I'm like, whatever, do whatever works for you. Happy Pride if you celebrate. If you don't, whatever, okay? I just saw Pride there and thought of it. I love myself and I see myself in everyone, okay? There's a thing here that's happening for you that is going to initiate some form of change in your life. What card was that? Hold on. Ooh, that was Pluto. You know what I feel like? Let's see if it shows up again, but I feel like that's very fitting for this reading. The fact that it like flew out like that. When we see a lot of major arcana in a reading and you have 4 in a reading, we know that there is a lot of life changes happening. It's a month that's instrumental in what's coming down south. Now to give some lessons. It's instrumental in what's coming up for you. People have this misconception that major arcanas are like initiated instantly, right? Like, oh my God, I saw it and it's going to happen to me today or tomorrow. They are like the seeds that are planted, okay, that propel you toward your desired outcome. So when I see the Empress show up with the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Cups in your career, there are 2 major things that I want to tell you. 1, everything is going to be okay in your career and your finances. You're going to be gravy, baby. 2, in the short term, because minor arcana are short-term day-to-day things, you may feel a little bit of disappointment and dissatisfaction. This could be you getting overlooked for the position, you having to quit your job because you have other responsibilities, you being let go from your job because the job is restructuring. You know, like that's kind of what this looks like. At the end of the day, though, you even have your back because you're showing up as the Empress here, Aquarius. You even have your back. This could even be like you launched something and you're disappointed in the way that it happened. Like you thought you were going to have like 100,000 people sign up and only 10 did. Kind of like that. It's just different manifestations, okay, of the same kind of experience. Some form of disappointment. But at the end of the day, the looking into the future and the fact that the Empress has her back to it, she's not worried. So you shouldn't be either. You need to remember that you have Empress energy. You attract effortlessly. You are a master manifestor. You can call in whatever you desire with ease, okay? You got to remember that innate power that exists within you instead of operating from a place of pride, okay, anger, frustration. Look at this. You got star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Source is even turning around and saying, hey, you're being activated this month. So, you know, activations are never easy. If you're in the middle of transforming your body, whether you're gaining weight or losing weight, that's a transitionary period. It's not an easy period, right? If you're going through a divorce, ditto. If you're merging your finances, ditto. Like these moments that take you from place A to place B are transitionary moments. They bridge the gap between where you are and where you're going to be. And they don't always feel easy peasy. And that's a reminder, a big reminder for you this month. We're going to return to our video in just a second. However, if you are currently going through something difficult or challenging and you are seeking some guidance and some clarity, don't worry, I got you. Even though I'm super connected to Source, I too have moments where I require support, clarity, and direction. And that's actually what led me to today's sponsor, Psychic Source. I needed some guidance, so I turned to psychic source and connected with one of their thoroughly vetted, trusted spiritual advisors. You can read real reviews, choose someone who resonates with you, and get the insight you are looking for. You all know I have someone very close to me who has been navigating some tough times, and I felt unsure about how to best support them. So I reached out to an advisor and asked for guidance, not just about their path, but how I could show up for them in the most loving and helpful way. The advice they gave me helped me understand what they're going through on a deeper level and how I could support them in a way that's grounded and aligned. Psychic Source's platform is super easy to use. You can connect with an advisor instantly, and I felt completely supported through the whole experience. If you're feeling unsure, heavy, or just need clarity, whether it's about love, your career, your life purpose, or how to support someone you care about, I highly recommend checking it out. The best part, Psychic Source is offering my community, that's right, you guys, a special promotion where you can experience Psychic Source yourself for just $19.80 for 40 minutes. That is a $240 value, which is incredible. So you can use this link right here. It's also in the description box below, the first link, to try out Psychic Source yourself and get that clarity, that guidance that you are seeking. And if for whatever reason you don't feel that the connection is right, they offer a satisfaction guaranteed, so you don't have to worry. I loved my experience. I truly trust and recommend Psychic Source. So big thank you to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to your June monthly reading. Okay, the Justice card, Temperance, and the Page of Wands says, I am restoring balance in your life. I am teaching you how to ebb and flow through the adversity, through the difficulties, and I'm also teaching you the importance of not operating from your ego, because the Page of Wands is a very fired up. The Page of Wands is those, I don't know if you've ever experienced them, but I have, where like they say things and they just have to be right about what they're saying. And so they spit it out and you're just like, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. And they're like, but I said it, so it has to be right. Like that's the kind of energy, okay? Like that's the energy, all right? So just pay attention to that with the Justice, Temperance, and the Page of Wands, okay? That's going to be very, very important for you, because Source is turning around and saying, Justice is here to restore some sort of balance. Temperance, along with the Page of Wands, is teaching you to have patience in how you're navigating, managing, or dealing with these people. Now, three more things before we dive into your love reading. One, you got my logo from StarSea Jewels. Okay, this is my jewelry line. I always pull out an amulet to give you an overarching message coming from the crystals. This is black tourmaline and the evil eye. This is about protecting your energy, calling back your energy, and protecting your peace of mind, your space. So if you are experiencing any type of difficulty or challenges, I invite you to either purchase this or put it in your pocket like a black tourmaline, okay? The other thing we have is the South Node. This is gifts and lessons. This is a very potent card because this right now, or the South Node, I should say, right now in the cosmos is in Virgo. Virgo is constantly seeking perfection. Virgo is wanting everything to be analytical and correct and linear. And like, you know, they can be very judgmental or very like perfectionism. But when it's in the South Node, it's a reminder of this is a gift that you have. But it's also something you need to let go of control of. You need to surrender. You need to have a little bit of unwavering faith. You need to have a little bit of trust, okay? Now, with the Saturn card and Judgment here showing up, this is a deck I only use for the monthly reading, so I haven't memorized it yet. Like, it's a pretty big book. But you got Saturn in Sag. So let me find it. I'm not going to read all of it. I am going to tell you what it says though, okay? So it says, well, usually this card turns up in a reading and it indicates a successful accumulation to an ambition or business venture. This usually has something to do with contact in a foreign country, an important business trip abroad, an international conference, acquiring a reputation abroad, the effects of a major faux pas. So to me, this is an indication here. Yes, see, there's a little bit of hypocrisy, but it's not coming from you. It's coming from someone else, and Source is turning around. I'm just reading. Yeah, like somebody's self-righteous here. I don't think it's you, to be honest, because we got pride here. I think it's Source going, when people act in this way, how are you going to respond? Right? Are you going to feed into their delusions? Are you going to feed into their chaos? Are you going to respond with that same, like, you know, whatever, retaliation, reaction, right? When, like, you know, or are you going to be the bigger person here? You're going to be the bigger person, okay? Let's dive into your love reading. We got the Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Chariot, and the Magician. We got the moon. Yeah, there is a big decision you have to make around your love life. A truth is going to be revealed here for you. Chariot, Six of Cups, Judgment. There ain't no trying to hide this. The truth about the situation is going to come out. Yeah, and you may end up walking away from this connection, this romantic situation, because you're like, and we're done here. You know, I'm not going to deal with this riffraff. Straight up, okay? If you want to work with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Here's this video to help you with manifesting your dream life. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We'll see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.